next time I apologize, even though I know it's lies. She ever tries to fucking leave again, I'ma tie her to the bed and leave this house on fire. Stand there and watch me burn. That's alright, because I like the way it hurts. Just gonna stand there and hear me cry. That's alright, because I love the way you lie. I love the way you lie. I gotta turn up my brightness. I can't fucking see, bitches. I can't see what you see. I mean, I guess I could turn it down. I don't really have to see what you see.
Alright, the national keyword that pays $1,000. We just gave it to you a few minutes ago. One more time. It is WIN. W-I-N. Text that to 95819 for $1,000 on Mix.
No offense, but I freaking actually don't like this song. Like, I just gotta tell you, I just actually don't actually like this song. Okay, but hey, no, seriously, hey, I just gotta tell you, I slept for like an hour last night, guys. I fucking slept for an hour last night, so I don't think I'm gonna cry today. I just gotta tell you, which is probably for the best. It's probably for the best. You don't want to see me cry, right? I start off with smoker's cough. Okay, but no, seriously. The fucking ghosts traumatized me with fucking therapy yesterday, guys. They did. They fucking told me that I was not gonna have true love and I had to go to therapy. It gave me an anxiety attack. It was so bad. And I just gotta tell you, we're actually gonna turn down the music until we're ready to sing. We're not ready to sing yet. So we're turning it down. We're gonna pick up where we left off. I'm not fucking letting you bitches deviate me from my path. I had a path set out. And then I fucking realized that I was abused in my sleep by lots of people. And it fucking made me real sad. And I almost deviated my path, but no, we're going back. Oh my god. Alright. So, today, we're gonna process some more trauma together, because that's why we're here, that's what we're doing. I swear to God that I'm okay outside of all this. I should roll up the window while I'm talking about this shit. You know, it's like sensitive stuff. Okay. Today we're gonna talk about safe spaces. It's a good talk to have. You know, it is. You have to know the most important safe space to ever have is in yourself. But when you have been through a lot of trauma and abuse, you don't feel very safe, and so you find safe spaces in other people. And I was traumatized since the minute I came out of the womb. Intentionally. I gotta tell you guys, it was all intentional. Like, they planned this, they planned it, they planned to abuse me. They did, they planned to abuse me. It's actually really sick. It's a sick story. But we're going to get back to it. First, we have to dissect my story and process it together. And then I'll tell you my story again. I don't even know if I'm going to cry this time. Because honestly, like I'm not even upset about it anymore. I know I really should be, but I'm just not. So, hey. Where were we? Oh, yeah. So you find safe spaces in other people. I found lots of safe spaces. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I just feel like it's important. Okay, so one time I had my first ever crush. It was my brother's best friend, and I never got to really meet him. I never connected with him, guys. But I knew it was my brother's best friend, and I got a crush, and I stole this picture of him. And I talked to it every day. It was my only friend. When my brother and sister found out, they bullied me, like, real hard. And it didn't make me disassociate, and so they got angry and they bullied me more. And I still talk to my picture every day because it made me really happy. Yeah. And then they took my picture and they tore it up in front of me. And I disassociated and I didn't remember it for a long time, and I remember now. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. The person is really important to me. Aw, he really looked out for me. We're gonna get back to that. You're gonna hear about that safe space for a while. We're gonna get back to it. He was there for me when people bullied me on the bus, but he threatened my psychology, and so I just wasn't capable or strong enough to sit next to him. And we should have been friends. I also made him give me back massages in English class, and I know it was abusive, like I used him. I know. No. He let me ask for back massages. Back massages are a trigger for me. People ask me for back massages. Look, I have hickeys. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, but... And then after that, I had a variety of crushes when I was in elementary school, like an abnormal amount of crushes, and like people steered me away from it, right? And then at some point they put me in the gifted program, and I'm not entirely sure if it was because I was really gifted or because they knew I was traumatized and they wanted to separate me from the other kids. I don't know. I mean, I was smart enough to get into the program, but I think that's why they tested me in the first place. But anyways, so then I got another crush. Man, I crush hard, guys. He was my first ever boyfriend. I think I was in 3rd grade. It's important to me. Really important to me. We talked every day. He really liked to sing the Meow Mix song. It really cheered me up. And he helped me through a lot of stuff, but my parents would get really angry. And abusive, and they would scream at me and fight, and when he told his parents about it, they told him to, not call me anymore, because it's not normal behavior, right? I know, so he stopped calling me, and I started writing all of this sad poetry. It's actually a really funny story looking back on him. I started writing all of this really sad poetry, guys, and then, like crying. And the kids at school bullied me, and they stole my notebook. And they fucking made fun of me for writing poetry, and it made me very sad. It made me more sad than I initially was. And then, I was really hurt. Now, unfortunately, his little brother and sister were in the same gift program, and his little brother got a crush on me. But I became friends with his sister first. She helped me, work through it and stuff. Well, she didn't really help me work through it, but we were just friends, and that was just nice. She wasn't allowed to, ever come over or anything, for obvious reasons. I didn't understand at the time. I was in 3rd grade, but I get it now. Then his sister got it. Not his sister didn't get a crush on me. His brother got a crush on me. And, I totally fed into it, right? When I just led him on, I didn't want to be with him. I was still in love with his brother in 3rd grade. I swear to God, it was, serious, real emotions. It still is, I gotta tell you. When I started waking up from my trauma, I thought that I ruined their lives. I don't think so. I think they're okay. I hope. Meow 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 meow. I do really love Harry Potter. Okay, so, speaking of that time in my life, I was in this after school thing, Megas and IMAS. It was a lot of fun for me. It was awesome. Right? No, that's not even what it's called. God, what? That's not even it. That's middle school. We're fucking jumping ahead, guys. I'm fucking giving you details that you don't even know, that you don't even need to know. They're not gonna share this with people's subconscious. It's really a waste of their time. But no, seriously, there is an after-school program where you, like, do debates and stuff. It's a lot of fun. God, what's it called? I can't remember. It might come back to me at some point. Maybe we shouldn't talk about that right now. It's actually probably not really important. So, we're just gonna move on. God. Okay. And what happened after that? What happened after that? Oh yeah, all of the girls in the year older than me, they knew I was sick and they made fun of me too. It's just not nice. But I was okay with it. Honestly, I was okay with it. I had friends and stuff. It was cool. It was Gucci. But when I got out of the environment and I moved in with my grandma, I was really sad. Because, you know, it was 4th grade, and I got to finish out 4th grade, but then I had to change schools 5th grade. It was a really hard time for me. It was really hard. It was really hard. Also, this isn't important either. It's not important. It is important. It's important to me. No, we're talking about safe spaces. I can't even stay on track, guys. I'm just... Okay, so... Gosh, how do you do this? How do you do this, guys? How do you stay on track when you're talking about trauma, right? Let's not stay on track. Let's not worry about it. Let's not worry about staying on track. It's not important. This is therapeutic, okay? If you're processing your trauma, you just jump around however you want to. We are still talking about safe spaces. We're going to get back to it. Right? You know? So anyways, then I moved in with my grandma. And my brother and sister shared a bedroom, and I slept on the couch. And because of the dynamic that had been set up in my house that we talked about in my story, my brother and sister were naturally jealous of me because I had received a lot of attention from our abusers. And so they didn't really want me around very much. It made me sad. I was pretty isolated. And so I went to elementary school. It was a new school, and I worked really hard, like, trying to be friends with the popular girls and stuff, and, like, none of them wanted to be friends with me. Until the end of the year, someone took pity on me, and she was like, you know, maybe we should be friends. Aw, do I mention this? Do I mention it? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, friend. Like, you knew I was gonna get it too right, and now I just gotta tell you the truth about what happened when you bullied me, and it wasn't even your bullying that impacted me. So anyways, I went over to this girl's house, you know, and it was like the second time that I ever got to hang out with them, and I had worked so hard to be friends with them. Like, so hard. No, it was maybe the 3rd time. I mean, like, some of us hang out on, like, an individual basis, like, once or twice, but it was, like, the second time as a group. And we spent the night in a tent. But her brother came home and made fun of me and called me Harry Potter because I had these really dorky glasses that my grandpa picked out. I wasn't allowed to pick out my own glasses. So he made fun of me. He called me Harry Potter, and I started crying. It's kind of embarrassing. It's okay, friend, by the way. I just gotta tell you that it's really actually okay that you called me Harry Potter. I didn't think it was because of you this whole time. I'm glad that you told me, though. I'm glad that you told me. I'm so glad that you told me. Because what I thought had happened is that I made out with a bunch of girls in a tent, and it wasn't even my idea. It wasn't my idea, but I just fed into it. I was like, sure, why not? You know? And this was the summer before 6th grade. I made out with a bunch of girls in a tent. And then I went to church camp, and they never fucking talked to me again. And so I thought that they all thought I was a lesbian, and that's why they never talked to me again. But I think it's actually because the one girl, her older brother, made fun of me and bullied me around her, and so they all disassociated because they didn't want to, get bullied. Which makes a lot of sense. It didn't make sense before. Now it makes sense. So I'm glad. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, so then anyways. So none of those friends wanted to be friends with me going into 6th grade. So I started over again. 6th grade was I. Actually, no, it wasn't I. It wasn't I. I mean, it was I. It was I. Okay. I moved on to 6th grade. I didn't have the, most normal behavior ever. We should smoke a cigarette. I'm a fucking chain smoker, guys. I just gotta tell you that I'm not a good example. I'm the bad example that you shouldn't follow. But I do know how to process trauma by talking about it, so I can help you on that front. There's a lot of trauma. So anyways, I went to 6th grade. And, my brother and sister and I were not really getting along. And I finally got my own room. My behavior didn't especially seem normal. Go figure, right? Go figure. She's traumatized. Why isn't she acting normal? So I went on to 6th grade. And, I started really lashing out at my brother on the bus. I really did. Hardcore. He would want to sit by me because the bus was full, and I was, not having it. I was not having it. It really pissed me off. At that point in time, I just wanted to be fucking alone. I was you guys are always so mean to me, so I just want to be alone. It was not cool. It was actually really embarrassing looking back on it. I get why my whole family was embarrassed of me. But it just wasn't my fault. The dynamic of the abuse was really not natural. It really wasn't. It was set up for me to experience the most abuse. I'm sure that we all experienced a lot of it. But the whole dynamic was just... But so I lashed out at my brother on the bus a whole bunch. And I got in trouble for going for long walks and going to the library and stuff. I was told it wasn't safe, so I started going on the computer a lot. That's when I met you, Sean. Is that really your name? Or am I projecting? I think I'm projecting. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not projecting. It was fucking you, Sean. It was fucking you, bitch. And he provided a safe space for me to talk about, the bullying and the jealousy that I felt over my sister and stuff like that. And he pushed me to express myself, and how I was feeling, and talk about my love. And I didn't in 6th grade because I didn't really have that much of an opportunity. But is that when we met? Or did we meet in 7th grade? I think it was 6th grade. Throughout this time, my parents had come back into my life, and I was not having it. My mom would come, and I would leave. I would go for long-ass walks, and everyone would be worried, even though I, brought home cool pictures of flowers and stuff. I'm expressing myself. It's not bad. So... I feel like nothing really interesting happened in 6th grade, besides I embarrassed myself by, kicking my brother off the seat on the bus, literally kicking him off of it, and, playing so much solitaire that I couldn't see straight. And then what? What happened? Oh yeah, I made a new best friend. We really connected. 6th grade was actually pretty cool. And then 7th grade, my dad moved back in with me. He had lost his hip, and he moved back in. which is understandable, you know, I guess I get it. I get it. I get it. While his hip was rotting out, he continued to drink and, you know, cry and stuff. And that even wasn't that bad, because I had my safe space to talk to on the internet. During 7th grade, I experienced some bullying, though. You know, I always wanted to be one of the cool kids on the bus. Was it 6th grade? I think it was 6th grade. Pretty sure. No, it was 7th grade. That's what we discussed. It was 7th grade. I mean, like, general time frames. Like, it's really hard to, like, pinpoint this stuff down. I just know, like, the sequence of events, right? So, 7th grade. I experienced some bullying on the bus. It wasn't even that bad. I didn't think. They just... They played that game, this is your sex noise, and then they made me scream, you know? And it was a really funny scream. And so they teased me for it, and they gave me the nickname Meh, and they would, like, push me to, like, make sex noises on the bus. It was really funny, actually. But then, like, at some point it stopped being funny to them, and so they got mean, and I disassociated, and I started sitting alone. And the kid that I had a crush on, when I lived with my family, he invited me to sit next to him. And I tried a couple of times. I think, like, twice. I tried twice, but, like, not very hard, because I didn't know why. He just threatened my psychology, and I just wanted to sit alone, and so that's what I did. You know? Yeah. Yup. And then, so the kids, they bullied me on the bus. It wasn't that big of a deal. I don't even think I really talked about it. I did talk about it later, but I thought I was lying about it because I disassociated and I forgot. I was like, it didn't even feel like bullying to me. So, it wasn't that big of a deal. But that'll come back up later on in the story. That's it. That's an important part of the story. Should we just talk about it now? Okay, so then later on throughout my story. No, we're going to talk about it later. That's important. That's going to be a whole different video. Okay, so then by the end of 7th grade, my dad's hip had rotted out, and he had started being able to walk around, and he started using. My brother was in football. God, that's embarrassing. Do I have to admit that? I guess I have to admit that, right? I had, like, this really awkward crush on a kid on the football team, right? I didn't spend very much time with the family, though. I spent most of my time alone at home on RuneScape, talking to my safe space. In the 7th grade, I wrote this story about my love for my dad. I thought it was completely made up. I thought it was complete bullshit. I'm looking back now and I'm like, it was so true. I was just fucking expressing myself. Just like my safe space suggested I should. You know? And so then, I don't know. I think Daddy is done working. I'm pretty sure. I have no idea. No, he's not. Okay, so so after my dad started using and stuff, he would come home really aggressive, and that's when he shoved me the one time. And oh no, maybe it was 6th grade that I actually cut myself. Yeah, I think it was. I cut myself for the first time in 6th grade. And my safe space had to leave. I didn't understand why. I get it now. I get it now. But I didn't tell him about it. I started talking to other people. I talked to the kid that I had a crush on, and I talked to my best friend, you know. And my safe space found out. And I hadn't been honest. And so I'm pretty sure he was gone by the time my dad started using. And I had started going to therapy, but we gotta go for now, guys. Bye.